Sir, I call a kitchen sorry. Your friend will say, Adom Otchere, Adom or something. No, or Kika was your
Adom Otchere. Who you be at no because ye na itie good evening. Ghana show TV so the was interview in paying for a buying paying for near the so papa we here. Okita that credible way na Sebio said a cobani said a buying bit to soon as a buying any year or no or respect and all it takes for him to question the government about Nyama Echo. No, he said papa we na ye do obuo ma no eye Adom Otchere na ye do obuo ma na ni nim say or ye journalist bia e feeling kekawo bia ni no say na or ye journalist bia or ye free stomach journalist or ye journalist bia say na on one number on come crazy.
What haven't we done since 1961? We've done and it's still missing. The countries that you emulate, the United States of America, the founding fathers of the United States, they dedicated the country to God. Look at how many cathedrals they put in America. You think when they were putting the cathedrals, everybody had eaten? The disciples of Jesus Christ said that, why is he taking the oil? He said, the poor you have with you forever. Abraham Lincoln, George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, these guys who made America great, they were great because they committed the states, the union, to the Almighty Father. That's why on their dollar, they write, in God we trust. The God thing is significant. We have a society, a country that is overcome by demonic activity in the earth. We have been waiting for a leader who will set up a place for God. And when we talk about cathedral, they say, oh, God doesn't live in cathedral. Forget about that. Look at the history. Look at the way God deals with people. Let me go to the scripture of those who are against this philosophy.
Because of chop, kakra obenye DNT. Okay, Cecilia Dapa case, Paul Adom Otchere, at the car said, Cecilia Dapa, ne brebi newu, and I have born in sa, and $2 $, bubujai, ako pienu passe. Asemi, ya can't ye every shame, say, no crazy.
Counting for 300,000 euro of Cecilia Dapa's husband, who says the 300,000 euro is for me. He claims it in the charge sheet, in the statement to the police. He claims it. He said it's for me. Okay. How does a man like that come by 300,000 euro? It's not simple to have 300,000 euro. Many of us watching don't have 300,000 euro. If I had 300,000 euro, I will say hallelujah and I'm praying for it, but it will be in the bank. But everybody is different. We now know that it's not an offense. There's some of the old school people, like the 80-year-old people. They've gone through several epochs in Ghana here, as we say in Pidgin, in Ghana here, where laws have been passed and people have lost their money in the bank. Those of us who are young may not understand, but there was a time when some 50 CD notes issued during the Rawlings era and you lost your money. So a lot of the old people, they are not accustomed to those of us who are doing internet banking and phone banking and mobile money banking, and they don't know those things. They keep their money under their bed because they don't know tomorrow. A lot of the people who are beyond 70 and all of that, they do a lot of cash transactions. They keep the cash with them. They don't put it in any bank, because of the history they have suffered. From the Nkrumah era to the Buzia, so there was Nkrumah.
Ambulance aseme be obejina ho na ades amjefi na ades amjefi obeki kan sem bia no kure. This is what this man has been doing for years, ever since MPP by power. Idi oya no otimi nka no kure enche amanfo no na ogina no mu na jinye nkwa no obejina TV so ogini. Yes, o ejinye because so when you say woman for bread, na say obetina TV so na say dia obetimi aya na say obetwa atoro obeki kan sema ekoye ti say abani no mo son onye mfuso bia abani hihye no eyen hihye eboa amanfo no so when you say enti sa na ejimi na wujimi nsamfo na odina ogeka na me I am not surprised because memu say Paul Adom Otchere, look, Paul Adom Otchere without politics or you empty, he is not fit for purpose. Without politics, Paul Adom Otchere on Namha or I said thread, wait be anymore. Paul Adom Otchere amaye who say, or ye journalist bia, if you may be no bit me was as you saw no juma, your wall son brass as you soon by ye juma out in ye pants ye child running in child run tongue of also, mean child run find defend the abandoned pony near to make up, Namindi. It's no one say Paul Adom Otchere Namwa from head to toe. It's a coat or shoe. Even the boxers actually come for politician. Sika, and I say, Ketashi Sika, any other toy. Because Ontini can cre, I'm an man for we, ye fair proud Ghanaians. I want to be in the way so I'm a proud Ghanaian. What makes you a proud Ghanaian? You are a disgrace to journalism. I used to think you are a repository of all knowledge, looking at the way you used to interview people. But I never knew that you are such a coward. You can never speak the truth. You are a greedy man, Adom Otchere. And you know what? You are a candidate for jail. Nenya Adom Otchere na a Christmas tree saga. Common Christmas trees. Sika bubuja no so de koto ye. Nipa we e di adwuma no beti na asase so. Common airport board keke. Christmas tree. Okuwie sika. And now to have a day. They say, you are a walking contradiction. You are not fit for purpose. You are a liar. You are a disgrace to your family. And God will deal with you at the right time. Seriously.
Say it loud. I don't mind what you say, but say it loud.
I said, at the moment, this discussion, I see it's not being necessary because there's no vaccine in the whole Ghana. There's no vaccine. And
yes,
look at what you are
there's no vaccine in the whole Ghana. We have been attending
look at
meetings.
What you are discussing. Yes. Please, Charlie, this thing, you know, then things, somebody in S-Gracia and things, people are going to die. You are here discussing S-Gracia. For what? Mama, what is the probability that President Mana will become a president again?
Where did you go to find that the vaccines have not come? Because they've started releasing the vaccines.
What is the probability that he's going to become? How is the probability that President Mana is going to become a president again? People are dying. There's no vaccine in the whole Ghana. And you are here discussing somebody says he will cancel this Russia. You are on TV. No, sir. Please, Ghanaians, we have to wise up and stop listening to these things. If we listen to
Mohammed, are you there?
Yes.
Opoku, are you there?
I'm there.
The vaccines, the latest from the Ghana Health Service is that the vaccines have started being distributed as at this afternoon. When was the last time you checked?
I watched your TV news, your station news. They were saying, this your station, episode TV, they were saying that there's no vaccine. I heard it from your own.
Yes, there has been no.
They are all here now. Ode ere say enkofo adwen nyama boni ekoso amemu Adom Otchere. Instead of you to be bold enough, even if you like your party, master, so your party MPP, I know chere eno crop na say we dey utimi bo mechi no mutimi bibi papa e dey bo man no, but Adom Otchere dey different. Obegina TV so a isemfu nko an no dey utimi nka nyasase bia no fo say you see eye Ghana nko na say bi utimi uti brofo na oka brofo a asembu be gina TV na oka brofo bi nim say oka nyansasem Adom Otchere nyansa efe ni nyansa bi ni mitrim. Yes, sanka nyansa wo timu a as a journalist a we renowned journalist a yenim wa che untimi be gina TV so e ntwa atoro number of times adan a wo say we damage control ema aban ote so a wo also ni say aban ni dwumedi enkoso wo also ni say aban oye failure. It will be yes, don't you have the people's interest at heart, Adom Otchere? You are a disgrace. In fact, you are a disgrace, and you know what? You will be jailed because you are a thief. You are a thief. You know what I'm talking about. You will be jailed. Adom Otchere number what said from head to toe. Ni tikro we crampono. Say your politics are going to be unity. Adom Otchere, say your politics and atro. You try to find defend bad government na yam tia oka na ka odwuma ben no beti na ye onam we okochro law exams so fail you atro no multiple times ni na wo fail obegina wo say you dare some fee. Don't you ever make such a mistake again. Say you want to compare yourself to Sami Jenfi. Sami Jenfi is not your level. Sami Jenfi Sami Jenfi wrote his law exams once and passed. What about you? You have written your law exams multiple times, but you keep failing because you yourself you are a failure. You want to challenge Sami Jenfi, not even there. Look, Sami Jenfi is young enough to be your son, but you know what? When it comes to knowledge, you are like a toddler before Sami Jenfi. You are a toddler, like a toddler. Adom Otchere, when it comes to knowledge, you are like when it comes to intelligence, you are like a toddler before Sami Jenfi. don't even try to take that your stupidity to that side. Because you, right now, everybody knows that you are a walking dead. You don't have any credibility. You are weightless. You don't have any weight. Oh, you're truthful. Gone are the days we used to think, say, oh, you have that credible way now, ultimately. But right now, people have seen, say, now, crown, who you dreamy, you are not fit for purpose. You are a liar. You are a thief. And your days are numbered.
Is that in the night when you are using floodlights to do the work, the electricity will be cheaper. It's like a football match. We've all seen it. When we were younger, we didn't see floodlights football games, and now we've seen it. A game that is played in the afternoon between Kotoko and Hearts at Accra Sports Stadium without floodlights is going to be cheaper than a game that is played in the night with floodlights. That's Asiodun Ketia's logic. You see? He doesn't understand the 24-hour economy. The chairman of the party does not understand the presidential candidate's narrative. Are they talking to each other? Should we be believing that Asiodun Ketia and John Mahama may not be great friends? Should we believe that? No, we shouldn't believe it. But the chairman, President Mahama, please hear me out. Your chairman doesn't understand your 24-hour economy. He's bastardized it. He's botched it in a video going around. Please, President Mahama, call your chairman. He's bastardized your 24-hour economy. He doesn't understand it. He says that 24-hour economy means that when you do the car as a mechanic in the morning, where you don't need light, the electricity cost will be cheaper than in the night when you need the light. That's what Asiodun Ketia said. Please play the video again. Maybe somebody has just joined me. He didn't hear what he said. This is what Asiodun Ketia. That's how he's explaining 24-hour economy. He's completely botched it. He doesn't understand it. It's just political. It's politicking. It's a gimmick. He doesn't understand it, and he assumes that the people who are listening to him also don't understand it. So he's about to hoodwink them. That's how they do their politics. That's why they don't want education.
Yes, you will be put before the law, and you have to answer questions. You, Paul Otchere, continue doing what you are doing. Look, just continue doing what you are doing. When the country is suffering out of bad leadership, as a renowned journalist like you, what are you supposed to do? It's your mandate to keep the government in check. But you just get the opportunity, mount the screen, and they'll be talking rubbish. No, Jimmy, no. I'm telling you, because so woman for as a journalist, woman for air bread, not say there will be tinya keke, and he said, "Be one no kind of creature abide, no abiding she papa, or won't me yet not to be bois, no man for who who defend the government. Your days are numbered, and look, market somewhere, your days are numbered. You think Baumia will win so that you continue to be fooling yourself like this? You are dreaming. You think Baumia is going to win for you to keep on fooling yourself like this on screen? Can't you see how Randy Abe conducts himself? Say Randy Abe, good morning Ghana now. Look at how I respect our papa. No, papa no want to say yes. When you offend the journalist, now where always one way journalism, one-sided journalism, always taking side, whether good or bad, taking side. And you call yourself a journalist, you are a failure. And look, you'll be dealt with at the appropriate time. And journalists for Momo, my say move tune the direction of Adom Otchere. No, look, if you see one, you see intention beyond nothing. And whatever you do, there is something we call karma. When it gets hold of you, there is no way you can escape. That's how it is.
You are a journalist, correct? Of course, you are a journalist.
There are people to make that determination. I don't know.
Okay, I'm asking this question for two reasons. One, you were serving on the National Communications Authority Board. Are you still serving?
Well, all boards have been terminated in January, according to a letter
written by the chief of staff. So you served for the last,
yes.
Oh, good, for 4 years. You were you were working there under a board that has a minister in charge.
Somebody sends me a text to tell you that CNN set out to push Trump away. Fox set out the same for the Republican. No. Sending questions of a briefing is actually the standard in America. A journalist says, I should tell you, Sander. No it says sending questions ahead of the briefing is the standard in America.
Which journalist is this, please?
I can show you his name. Maybe he doesn't want his name mentioned.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah. But that is it. So this kind of ambush journalism, I've been against it for a very long time.
If you serve on a board, if you serve on a board, are you serving in the government?
Well, to some extent, you see, the definition of the government it's interesting in the 1992 Constitution. And there again, if you're a journalist and you want to understand the definition of the government, you go to the 1992 Constitution. You don't guess it. So if you look at the 1992 Constitution, if you look, for instance, at Article 88, it says that the Attorney General shall be the principal legal advisor to the government. You see, there is a difference between the state and the government, but it's kind of blurry. So the state of Ghana is the constant in the equation. The government of Ghana is the variable. But when the government is in place, it occupies the state. So if you ask this question, I'm not sure different political scientists and lawyers will answer it differently. You can also say that the NCA, the National Communication Authority, is a state institution. And therefore, if you serve with the NCA, you are serving with the state as opposed to the political government.
Okay. But you are appointed by a political government.
But that's the point I'm making. That the government occupies the state in the equation.
Good.
The state is the constant. The government is the variable. The government occupies the state in the equation.
For Paul Adom here, he knows that he's a condemned goose. Or no Paul Adom, or a condemned goose, because everything about him is corrupt. Everything about him is corrupt because he has no shame. Airport board so common Christmas tree one inflated figure no and I would want baby and come in and hear Paul. If I were you, I wouldn't even have that courage to sit behind the camera to say I'm doing a program to defend this field government. But because you have no shame, you are a disgrace to your families. You are, in fact, you are a disgrace to your little child, even if you have any. You are a disgrace to your wife and your little child, because when your children grow up and they come to the realization that, oh, so this is how our father was doing his journalism, they will bend down their heads in shame and say, our father was a greedy man. That is who you are, Paul Adom. That's who you are. Table 4, in the subsequent videos, we have some journalists here. We will call them out, like said Paul Adom near Bomudi. Near coming because Ghana ye mammy no Ghana ye mammy no won't me fa out of Greek who be near Pintino, who chant throw just to defend a failure. Nkauni Nyansa Paul Adom, if you are really sensible, looking at somebody like Baumia, if you are indeed sensible and you have some item of respect within you, will you vote for somebody like Baumia to become president? Will you vote for a comedian, unserious person like Baumia to become president? I pity you. Paul Adom, I pity you. It is 4. The name still remains Magnificent Mike, aka Van Damme. And it's another edition of All True. As we usually do, please subscribe to the channel Raw Studios, like the page, and hit the notification button. You will come to your doorsteps with another episode in the coming days. Goodbye.